Hi, hello. Imagine I'm just from trying to do my own face bit and I couldn't manage a thing other than lip gloss. I mean, this is all I can manage and I'm frustrated because I feel like I should know how to do my own face bit. And today I have a wig on. Makes me feel posh. Yep. I thought today I'm going just to tell you guys a story time about how I lost my first smartphone in this city, in this big city, Nairobbery. So I had my first smartphone when I had just turned 19, when people were getting their phones at like 12, 16, 15 there. I got mine at 19 years old. I mean, throughout high school, I didn't have a phone, not a smartphone, not like a kadude, kabambe. I didn't have neither of that. My parents were very particular and they were very strict. The only language they understood was the language of phone after school, after high school, that is. So I got my first phone when I was already in uni. And you can imagine how much I had waited to have this phone of mine, because throughout high school, people like had phones. They were already on Instagram, Facebook, all this. I could only hear, but I couldn't even tell what the hell Instagram was. Imagine, it was that bad. Because even at home, I wasn't even allowed to like use my parents' phones for like doing my own stuff. So I had just to stick to waiting until I finished school. So when I got my first phone, I was so excited. I was really excited. That same day, I got WhatsApp, I got Facebook, I got Instagram, everything. In as much as I didn't even know how to operate all these apps, I was excited because finally I am an adult. I can like text my friends, I can like chat with my crush. That's a story for another day. So I get this phone and I'm super excited. I come to Nairobi, obviously, for school. And I remember I had like used this phone for a couple of months, about 5 months. So it was my first semester of University of Nairobi. So I have to like get through town every day to get to school. So like I can't, because I didn't used to stay at school. So I had to pick a matatu to town, then walk all the way to school. So this particular day, I remember it was in March of 2019. Oh my god, I loved my phone. Hey. So this particular time, I was super broke. I was so broke, completely broke. I remember before I left school, I was actually thinking to myself, what am I gonna do in this city to get money? Because I'm like done being broke. I'm tired of being broke. So while walking, I remember the thing ringing in my head is like, I want to get money. So that is like my prayer. So when I'm walking just before, what is this place called? Nation House. Before Nation House, but like on the other street. Is it Moi Avenue? Yeah, I think it's Moi Avenue. But like just before Nation House on the other side. So I'm walking on this road. Then I bump into this guy who looks very, very calm. And he's like dressed in official clothing. He had like a trouser, a khaki trouser and nice shirts that he had just tucked in, so he looked nice. And me, I'm walking, I have my backpack where my phone is. I'm walking really frustrated because I need money. I was so broke, totally broke. But then again, on that same day, I was going to meet my dad. My dad doesn't stay in Nairobi. He's come from Kakamega, and so we've agreed we're gonna meet at GPO. So I'm supposed to meet him. And then on the same day, I was supposed to meet a friend again at Odeon, where I was supposed to pick something from her. So I'm walking, thinking to myself, I'm supposed to meet all these people. I'm broke, just a lot going on. Then I meet this guy, and he stops me. And me, being the naive girl that I was at that time, I stopped. Like this is just a random dude stopping near the road and is like, hi, young girl, I really need help. That is what he said. And from the look of his face, he actually looked like he needed help. So I stopped because I am Wonder Woman. I want to help everybody in town. I did not know this is Nairobi. I didn't know this is Nairobbery. So I stopped, and this guy has this accent. So I could tell he's not from Nairobi, so he's probably from Ushago or like just not town. So he tells me he's new in town. He's come here for a particular reason and he's lost. So what happened is he's from Meru County. I remember his name was Mineni or something. And he tells me he's lost, he needs help, and he's just seen out of everybody that was walking on that street, I looked more approachable. Rather, I think he meant I looked more naive. Oh my God, or gullible. So yeah, I'm like, oh, Mother Teresa, let me just help you. So I asked him, so how do I help you? He's like, I am from Meru County. I have won a competition. Is it Lotto? Something of the sort. He's won Lotto. I'm like, oh, okay, he's won Lotto. Remember, I was praying to get money. So I'm like, very interested that he's won. So I wait. So he goes ahead to tell me about his life background. He's like, his kids are supposed to join school. He didn't have money. And he just happened to play this lottery game and won 100,000 Kenya shillings. And then he was told to come to Nairobi. And so this is money that he's really counting on because he needs to take his kids back to school. So because I'm kind, I'm like, oh, how do I help you then? What do I help you with? Because I don't understand yet. He's like, I was told to come to Nation House because this is a game that is played by people, but then they get their prizes in Nation House, but he doesn't know where Nation House is. So wherever he had been stopped by, wherever he stopped when he got to Nairobi, he was just directed to come this way up. But then people attempted to steal from him. So when he got to where he was at that moment, he decided to just stop and wait for a good Samaritan. Stupid me, I was a good Samaritan. Nation House is just here, the other street, it's just a few blocks away. And he's like, oh my God, you're going to be my savior. You just need to help me. And I'm like, okay, how do I help you then? Do I take you to Nation House? He's like, yes. He even shows me the card, that lottery card where he's won, and it has been written, congratulations, winner, 2019 lotto, whatever, 100,000. He shows me and he's like, Aki, if you help me, I'm gonna give you 20,000. Hey! Me thinking in my head, the prayer I had prayed that day about getting money and a job and stuff like that has been answered. I'm thinking to myself, I must be God's favorite. There I am, taking him to Nation House. You're walking. We get there. This is the place, and Nation House is just a few feet away. I can actually see the entrance. And then I tell him, just get there. You ask for help, you'll be assisted. I believe that. He's like, okay. Now let me tell you the whole story. I have won, but I don't have my national ID. I had just applied for it and it takes 2 weeks. But I had to come because I need this money urgently. Okay, so how do I help you? He's like, for you to enter Nation House, you need your national ID. I say, okay, so do you have your national ID? I say, yes, I have my national. Are you a student here? You even have a student ID? Even better. So for you, it's going to be easier to get to Nation House. I'm like, okay, so how do I help you again? He's like, I'll need you to go there and get the money, and then you'll come with it and give me 80,000. You'll keep the 20K. At this moment, I can't even believe this is going to happen to me. I'm like, yeah, I will go. If it only takes me to go to Nation House and get you your money to earn 20,000 in a single day, I will go. So he tells me, okay, this is my card. You go to 9th floor, you meet someone called Ken Mutuma. Was it Ken Mutuma or something like that? Yes. So this is the person who is in charge of this game. So he's the one who's going to give you the money. So what you do, you just show him the card. I'm like, okay, I'm not scared. Me, I don't fear anyone. I will just go to 9th floor and look for Ken Mutuma. Mimi ndio huyo. Then he's like, but how sure will I be that when you go there, you'll come back with my money? I'm like, hey.
Me, I'm a Christian child. I will bring your money. I swear. Me, I can't steal from you. I've even brought you here. Will I steal from you?
He's like, I understand you're a good person, but I need to be sure you'll come back. You can give me something, I'll hold for you. Then when you come back with the money, we can exchange. Guess what I gave him? Yes.
I gave him my phone. My first phone. My first, but I had waited for 19 years to get.
He gave me the card and I went to Nation House. He was just standing there. I didn't feel any, like I didn't see it as a scam or like he's pranking me, nothing. I didn't sense anything. Me, I walked to Nation House, reached at the entrance, and then I told these people I've been sent to 9th floor to Ken Mutuma. And then they're like, by who? I'm like, I just won a lottery wherever. They say, can we see the card? I show them and they start laughing and they tell me, who gave you this card? I say, yes, a certain man standing over there. And then they ask me, what did you give him? I told him my phone. That guard just looked at me and told me, madam, your phone is gone. There is no lottery thing here. This is just a game. You have been conned. You have been conned in capital letters. Please go back. We only allow staff. Hey, the realization. I turned back to look at where this man is. He's nowhere. I had helped a criminal. He's nowhere. I freak out. I lose like my radar. I can't even tell like from here how am I supposed to go to. Remember I was supposed to go to Odeon then GPO to meet my dad. I can't even tell from Nation House where is Odeon, where is GPO, what do I do, how do I even reach out to my dad and tell him it is my. I was confused. I was shattered. I started shaking. So in this moment of confusion, I don't know where to go. I don't even know how to find my way back to my station so that I can take my car. At my car, whoosh, matatu. Hey, I couldn't tell. So I start walking the opposite direction. It's like I'm going back to your end instead of going down to Odeon. Confused. I can't even tell the difference. So in this moment, I just spot someone that I have seen in my class. We were not friends. We never had talked. But I knew his face. He was from my class. I ran to this guy and told him, you are from my class. He said, huh? Yes, I said, you're from my class. Show me where Odeon is. This guy's like, okay. Odeon is this way. Then he directs me to Odeon. And I'm like, you are a lifesaver. I've lost my phone. I've been conned. And I just saw you're the only person I knew. Thank you for being there. I get to Odeon. Luckily, I find my friend there. She's still there, but she's so furious because I've taken too long. Because I decided to become a good Samaritan for Nairobi conmen. I explained to her, Bana, my phone has been stolen. I did not tell people the truth. That phone was not stolen. I was conned. Like, I was so foolish. I was so Please, we need to reach out to my dad. So I use her phone. I call my dad. He's still in GPO. He has been waiting for like an hour. He's almost furious because he's come all the way from Kakamega. He was like just passing through Nairobi, wanted to see me and then go somewhere else. So we head to GPO and I tell him, Dad, my phone has been stolen. How? It was snatched. I was threatened. My life was threatened. Lies. I gave out my phone like the foolish person I was. And then he's sorry. He's like, okay, that is just how life is, you know, Nairobi, blah, blah, blah. Guys, mom, dad, friends, I know I told you my phone was stolen. It was not stolen. Me nilikoniwa. Me like I gave out my phone. Just like that, out of free will. Which is sad and embarrassing. I'm coming out clean because it's like 4 years ago. Yeah. So after I meet my dad, he gives me money. He gives me about 5k, I think. Yes, he gives me 5k for pocket money. Then I'm like, oh God. If I only knew I was gonna get money, I wouldn't have even stopped to talk to this guy who had promised me 20k and then just called me my phone. Just look at me. God. That is just how I lost my first phone. It wasn't stolen. Nope. I was conned. It was embarrassing, but that was it. That is all. I think that is where I'll stop today. I hope we meet again next week with another story about con people in this Nairobi. I have suffered. Me, I've suffered. Anyway, bye for now and see you soon. Mwah.